I've done about $5,500 in sales on Amazon in the past month. Now, those are not crazy numbers at all, but what is crazy is that that's about $1,700 in profit, and I'm using a really simple system that's not drop shipping. I'm no stranger to Amazon. In fact, in the past, I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars on Amazon, but that was all with drop shipping. Now, I made a whole video last year explaining why I stopped doing that, which you could check out right here if you're interested. But in that video, I said that one day, hopefully soon, I would be back on Amazon, but I would do things a lot differently. In fact, completely differently. This time, I'm not drop shipping. And more importantly, I'm taking advantage of Amazon's FBA program, or Fulfillment by Amazon. The program, it does require a bit more upfront work than drop shipping, but once you do that work, it actually becomes much more passive. So with FBA, you first get all of your items and you bring them home. Then you take all of them, dump them into these big boxes, and you ship all these boxes directly to Amazon. And then after that, Amazon handles everything else. So when one of your items sells on Amazon, Amazon itself will box up that one item, send it to the customer, handle all the customer service, and even take care of the returns if they happen, which is pretty awesome. And it means that things become very passive once you actually ship them that huge box of inventory. This is the whole reason I've been really eager to get into FBA and to really give it a shot. The only problem was, I really had no idea where to start. Now, I know a lot of people like Gary Vee like to drive around to garage sales or thrift stores looking for stuff to flip on Amazon, but honestly, that looks pretty exhausting to me. I like online businesses where I don't have to really go out in public at all and can run them 100% from home. And that's when I found out about online arbitrage. And this sounded really cool. This is all about buying items that are on sale from websites like Kohl's and Nike.com and then selling them for a lot more on Amazon. Well, in theory, that's how that works. Look, I'm not saying online arbitrage doesn't work. It definitely does. I have some friends that are making a lot of money with it. And over the past few months, I've made money with it as well. But I definitely ran into a lot more issues than I thought I would. The scariest part about online arbitrage for me was that it usually requires you to buy hundreds of dollars worth of each product in order to make a decent profit. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, except if you can buy 30 of a specific shirt, then so can I, and so can 40 other people. If that happens, that item on Amazon is going to become very competitive. And when that happens, the price tanks. And this is what ended up happening to a lot of the products that I tried to flip. Now, at this point, it probably sounds like FBA has been like a complete failure for me. So how was I able to get those numbers and all that profit that I showed you at the start of the video? And that brings me to the thing that really saved it for me with FBA, the thing that totally turned it around and made it actually work for me. Here it is. There are actually a ton of products that you can buy for relatively cheap on eBay that you can then flip for some serious profit on Amazon. Now, I can't take credit for the system at all. I learned almost everything I know about it from my friend Steve. But what I've discovered for myself is that this is much more manageable than the traditional online arbitrage that I was talking about before. With this eBay to Amazon system, I only ever purchase one unit at a time of each product that I'm trying to flip on Amazon. For example, I recently sold this Simpsons Season 6 DVD set for $63.94 on Amazon, and I only paid $25.99 for it on eBay. So one of the things Steve taught me was about this calculator that we use. It's this software that has this calculator built in to help you get a better idea of how much you're actually profiting or going to profit when you purchase items. So for instance, I plugged in here the cost price, which is $25.99, the sale price, which is $63.94. You can see my profit is about $21, and that's an 83% ROI just for this one single item that just took me a few minutes to find it and send it into Amazon. Here's another one. It's this Burn Notice Season 7 DVD. It's $52.94. That's how much I actually sold it for on Amazon, and I only paid $18 for it on eBay, and that $18 includes the price of shipping. So plugging that one in, you could see that my profit is again about $21, and that's 118% ROI. eBay. Now, admittedly, these are some of my better flips. They're not my best ones because those ones I'm going to continue to buy and resell. So I didn't actually want to honestly give those away in the video. But if you come over to this spreadsheet, you can see that this is working. There's a lot to blur out here, but I left for you the profit that I've made on each sale, as well as the profit margin. So some of the profit here is like $9, $10, $18, $7. This one I sold for a bit less than I wanted to. $10, $7, but some of them are over $100 profit on just these single flip items. And you can see the profit margin here, 94%, 87%, 140%, 41%, 85%, 37%. So this is how I was able to make such a high margin on such a small volume of sales, relatively speaking. There are other things you have to pay for, like the software. So factoring in all of that, that's how I was able to make about $1,600 in profit just in the past 30 days, like I showed you at the start of the video. Now, I do want to spend a minute telling you about my buddy Steve's eBay to Amazon Masterclass, because like I said before, I learned all of this from that masterclass. The truth is that I knew very little about FBA before I started doing this. I didn't even really know how to send items into Amazon, admittedly, much less how to find the best products on eBay to flip onto Amazon. All I did to learn all of this was take Steve's eBay to Amazon Masterclass, and it had everything I needed to be successful with this. Now, I am an affiliate for the Masterclass, but I'm only promoting it and telling you about it because I found that it actually does work for me. So if you end up joining because of this video, you want to join the Masterclass, then I would really appreciate it if you would use my affiliate link. It will be the first link in the description down below, and it doesn't cost you anything extra to use that link. I'm only just getting started with this business. My friend Steve has been doing this for years, and with the use of software and virtual assistants, he's been able to automate almost his entire eBay to Amazon business. So that's definitely my goal and where I hope to be with this in about a year. So if you want to do this with me, you can click the link in the description down below and join Steve's eBay to Amazon Masterclass. In the meantime, check out this interview I did last month with Steve, where he talks a lot more about this eBay to Amazon system.